Hola, Manuel Barrera, Meme. You can see Meme over there it's on my left-hand side. I imagine it's on your left-hand side, but I'm not sure. Anyhow, before I forget, this is the second time I've done this. I was gonna, Julio's Easy Stop. It's a small restaurant in Corpus Christi. If you're ever down in Corpus Christi, go visit it. Nice food, great service, and it's not too far from Molina. Molina is where Selena chose to live for a short time. So Julio's Easy Stop. Uh, Today, you know, I went and looked at 4 articles in the news, listened to video of John Whitmire telling us that, well, when I say us, Latinos, and it's and well, I don't worry about it because I was born here. My parents were born here. My grandparents were born here. Three out of the 4 great grandparents were, or well, 75%. My great grandparents, which puts them in the 1870s, 1860s, were born here. And when I say here, I'm talking about the United States. Uh, most are Texas, some from New Mexico. In fact, my New Mexico ancestors were there in the early 1600s. One great grandfather was there in the late 1500s. So I'm not worried about me or my family. But, if you're not here legally, HPD basically has orders to search their warrants. And so if they stop you, or even if they go because you call them to report a crime, they're going to ask for your identification. And when they do, one of the things they do is they check their warrant database. So if ICE has a warrant out for someone with your name, then, and you don't have ID, chances they're going to think, this is the person, because most of the civil warrants that ICE issues do not have addresses. I'm not even sure they have cities. So, you call HPD at your own risk. And I don't know if John Whitmire thinks that Latinos, or maybe just Latinos in Houston, he thinks that they maybe are not too bright, stupid. My wife said I was too aggressive the first time. I just forgot to turn on the microphone the first time, so I have to do it again. So I have to be a little bit more like Jesus. I hope she doesn't mean Jesus like Donald Trump. But anyhow, for the all of this will be transcribed and it will be published in my website. So it will be in a language that most of you can understand. But basically what our mayor, John Whitmire, says is, yes, we're going to call ICE, but don't be afraid that, so call us. And I'm going, he must not think that we're too smart. He must think we're like all the politicians that supported him when he ran for mayor. But most of those politicians owe their jobs to John Whitmire. You have to go kiss his ring to get his support, and without his support, it was hard to win. So anyhow, no, Latinos are not stupid, John Whitmire. Don't think that because you tell them, trust us, they're going to trust you, or that they're going to take their chances that the police officer that shows up is not going to look through his database, or even if he does look through his database, that he's just going to use his discretion and say, no, I'm not going to call ICE. So I'm going to keep it short. This is actually already longer than the first time. So adios, ciao, bye, hasta luego, I te guacho cucaracho. This is Manuel Barrera, Meme, bye.